Now it may be that now that I've straightened out that box, some of these other switches might work. And a good example would be, I had a horn that wasn't working. I'm gonna turn that off. In fact, I don't know how these things work, so I don't know what's on and what's off. But I think I had determined that this horn switch wasn't any good. Let's take the horn switch down here, because if the horn switch was good, I'm gonna need my ground test light. I broke the wire off the end of my test light just then, so I gotta go fix this. But I can. I'll be right back. So I'm gonna go back here and put this this box, this little breaker box thing back up where it was. I think this goes up here, because this is for the horn. I might get that horn working too before I'm through it. Well, now that I've done this, I've got a pretty good idea of what is what on this thing, and somewhat of an idea of how the old electrical system worked. I just got a message from Cleve Musics. I don't know if they pronounce their name Music or Music. Anyway, his wife messaged me about a video I put up the other day. I was talking about old-time preacher albums we used to listen to. We were raised in a religious house, and we used to listen. We didn't listen to rock and roll. We did a little. I did, but mostly because of my brother. But it wasn't approved of by the Baptist all that much, but we listened to a lot of religious tapes, and before tapes was invented, we listened to albums. We only had one album in the house when we bought our first stereo, and that was one that came free with the stereo. So, but I did get to hear Chuck Berry and Buddy Holly and all them guys, because my brother listened to that. Glad I did, because I love them guys. Okay. So, what are we looking at now? Next. So, I might ride into town and see if I can get me a horn and a horn switch, rather than go through all what I just went through to try to fix that other one. Or I might just get one of those spray bottle. In fact, I could call this done. Get me one of them spray bottle horns. I can take this wire back out now that I got one in there that's working. I'll put that thing back in the dash over there. That's what I can do. Let's see if I can. Yeah. And those have to re-plug. There's a bunch of wiring in here that I took apart. I guess I could put it all back. I think it was rude of y'all to try to commit suicide on my watch. Y'all don't know this, or you might not know this, but one of my jobs, I used to be a crisis clinician. My job to answer the suicide hotline, and I'm not working today, so y'all don't have permission to commit suicide on my watch. I'm just saying, cut it out. Now, I'll show you how this works. I think you can see that red light right there? That says it's on. Now this is for the, I got my glasses on. This is for the accessories. Now, on my other boat, you have to have the accessories light on before anything else will work. And this one is for that light. Let's see how that comes on right there. So that tells me that the light is off when it's in the middle. This one is for the aerator, which I've disconnected. I thought it had a light in it, but I guess it don't. But it's nice that there's a light here. That way I won't, hopefully, won't accidentally leave that on. Now this is the power trim, and of course the motor, it used to be here, ain't here anymore, so that don't work. And this is for the old switch, which don't work. The only thing that would work here would be my light switch, but that's the only thing I need to work. I did have the horn button, which goes down here, but it ain't working either. And guessing I might could clean that up and make it work just like I cleaned up that other thing and make it work. But they make these little horns that are real loud, and they're like in a little aerosol bottle. I may get one of those, and then at my convenience get another horn. See, this has a horn like this, and that's the one that's full of dirt dauber's nests. So I suppose I could take that in there and squirt some carburetor cleaner and an air compressor in there. See if I could get that cleaned out enough to work, or I could just buy one. I bet they don't cost too much. I might get one online. That way I wouldn't even have to drive to town. That's always good. I'm not in a rush about it. I got a nice clean hole for my radio, and I've got a place to hook the radio. Oh, and now I've got a place to hook that fish finder. So I could go ahead and wire the fish finder and hook it up to that box that I've got mounted right there. Oh, the joy. So that was a good day's work. You know, this dash smells a little bit like a rat's nest. I've been looking out for a rat's nest, and it may just be that there's been one in here before. I don't really see one now, but never know. You know, this looks like this plastic dash box. See a hole right there? They could have gone inside that hole and be down in there and have built a nest and died or do whatever rats do. Anyway, won't mess with that. Other thing I like to do is get a staple gun, kind of reattach this right here. That would look nice if that was done. So that might be a good time to go get a glass of tea and eat a tuna fish sandwich and think about which way to go next. I noticed I got a dirty handprint on my seat. I gotta stop that. Not a good idea to get your seats all fixed up nice, then turn around and get dirty handprints on them. So I have to behave myself. Try to behave. It ain't easy. It ain't easy being greasy. Okay, so I can pull this wire off because I don't need it anymore, and I can save that wire. I can also disconnect this other wire from the battery and pull it out. So let's go down and probably get that fish finder and hook it up next. Oh, the joy. By the way, thanks to I was talking to Miss Music, Please wife, and she said she friended me on Facebook. You leaving us? You heading in?
Heading that way.
Okay. You need my vehicle?
No, I put my seats down, took the seats out, but she wouldn't let me go, so she's in the front.
Okay. All right. All right.
All right.
Let me see you back.
Oh, I was going to have a harness on. I just want to have my identification.
Yeah. But anyway, she was telling me that the night I was stuck in the flood, they was praying for me, so I thanked her for that, because I thought I was going to get to meet the good Lord in person that night, and although it would be an honor, and it will be when I finally do get to meet him, I didn't really want to leave Honey Babe, so I told her I sure did appreciate her prayers. All right, so we'll put this stuff here, and yeah, and I suppose I'm just so curious to see. I suppose if I squirted some carburetor cleaner in that and some air compressor air, see what happens. I might have to do it just out of curiosity. I'm gonna sit y'all down now, and I'll be back. Get lost without me. And no suicide. I don't allow no suicide. I done had enough of that in my life.